अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। वागर्धाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्धा प्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ। ओम शांति शांति शांति। Yes. And one very good news also is that at the end of this course, we are expecting His Grace Amoglila Prabhu to give the guest speech, and he will be explaining also, will be inspiring uh, to, just continue the study of Sanskrit and how Sanskrit is so important in preaching work, and how about his personal experiences also he will share, because he also asked me that he also wants to learn Sanskrit. So he will also be sharing his own personal experiences about how Sanskrit is so useful, and how Prabhupada wanted his disciples to learn Sanskrit. Yes. So, yes, Prabhuji will be there. At the end of this course, I think in the last day, Prabhuji will give a speech. Yes. Okay. So in the last class, I was discussing about the Anvaya, basically, and how to do the Anvaya in different stages. Okay. Basically, stage 2 and stage 3, we are trying to understand the meaning. Where we are doing Artha Jnanam. To do the Artha Jnanam, the step star, we have to do first of all the Padacheda of the shloka. Then Pada Padartha. Then we have to find out the Kridanta Shabdas, the Dithanta Shabdas, Samasta Padas. And then we can understand how each Shabdas are actually related to the action. So finding out all of the Karakas Sunchakam, then we can properly understand how to do the Anvaya, and we can get the proper meaning of the Shloka. After doing the Vyakarana Amsha, we go to the stage 4, that is Sahitya Amsha. My voice is a little bit down. I don't know. I'm taking some medication. So please excuse me. Stage 4, so Sahitya Amsha, or basic literary points, that is regarding Chandaha, Alankara. And stage 5 is Tattvartha Anveshana. Okay. So now we will just also work upon some more shlokas, some more examples. We will do the Anvaya. So Adharma Vibhavat Krishna Pradushyanti Kulastriyaha Strishu Dushtashu Vashneya Jayate Varna Sankara. So Padacheda is Adharma Abhibhavat Krishna Pradushyanti Kulastriyaha Strishu Dushtashu Vashneya Jayate Varna Sankara. Okay. So now what is the Kriya? The Kriya Padam. How many Kriya Padas are there? Pradushyanti is one Kriya Padam. Yes. And what is the Karta for Pradushyanti? Anyone?
Dushtasu? No.
No, Pradushyanti is Kulastriya.
Kulastriya.
Kulastriya Pradushyanti. So Kulastriya Pradushyanti. Kulastriyaha are polluted. Okay, by what? From what they are polluted? Adharma abhibhavat. Kulastriyaha pradushyan. Hey Krishna, adharma abhibhavat kulastriyaha pradushyanti. First sentence of the shloka covered. Okay. Second sentence. Go to the second sentence. Jayate is the kriya padam. So another sambodhanam is there. Hey Varshneya. Strishu dushtashu varna sankaraha jayate. Varna sankaraha jayate strishu dushtashu. Okay. So jayate is the kriya padam. And what is the karta? Varna sankara jaya. Varna sankara happens. Okay, for the strishu dushtashu. So this is the whole anvaya. Hey Krishna, adharma abhibhavat kulastriyaha pradushyan. Hey Varshneya, strishu dushtashu varna sankaraha jala. When the women are polluted, there is confusion of varna. Okay. So when irreligion is prominent in the family, O Krishna, the woman of the family become polluted, and from the degradation of womanhood, O descendant of Vrishni, comes unwanted progeny. So this is the anvaya of this shloka. Now take this shloka. Sanjaya uvacha. So Sanjaya uvacha. Tam tatha kripaya vishtam ashru purna kuleksham. Vishidantam idam vakyam uvacha madhusudan. So what is the kriya padam? Who will tell? Sada Yogi Prabhu, please tell. What is the kriya padam here?
Uvacha.
Yes.
Uvacha.
Uvacha. So
Avishtam.
Avishtam is okay. That is not kriya padam. That is Sudandam padam kta pratyay is applied. So Avishtam is different. Uvacha is the main kriya padam.
Kriya.
Idam vakyam uvacha. Okay. Who did the action of uvacha? Madhusudanaha uvacha. Madhusudanaha uvacha. Kim uvacha? Vakyam uvacha. Idam vakyam uvacha. So Madhusudana spoke this shloka.
This sentence.
Yes, this sentence. See, tam tatha kripaya avishtam ashru. Yes. So Madhusudanaha idam vakyam uvacha. Sanjaya uvacha tatha kripaya avishtam tam ashru purna kulekshanam vishidantam. So he spoke this vakya. Okay, the karma is vakya. And to whom he spoke? To Arjuna. Okay, so what type of Arjuna? Ashru purna kulekshana and vishidant. Okay, tam ashru purna kulekshanam vishidant. So there is also one more thing called dvikarmaka dhatu. So vacha vakyam is also karma, and another karma is that we are speaking some vakya to another person. So object is there, but that vakya is also spoken to the person. So kripaya avishtam. He is avishtam. Kripaya avishtam is another visheshan. And ashru purna kulekshanam is another visheshana. Vishidantam is another visheshana. So in that way we have three visheshanas. Kripaya avishtam, ashru purna kulekshanam, the vishidantam. So seeing Arjuna full of compassion, what is the kripaya avishtam? First visheshana. His mind depressed. That will be vishidantam. Okay. Then his eyes full of tears. Ashru purna akulekshana. Madhusudanaha idam vakyam uvacha. Shri Krishna spoke these words.
This sentence.
Yes. So I would like to welcome His Holiness Bhaktivedanta Gosai Maharaj to the class. So everyone please chant by welcoming him. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Please
Hare
accept my
Krishna.
apologies.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Please continue.
Yes, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Then we will take next verse, another verse. Dehinosmin yatha dehe kaumaram yauvanam jara tatha dehantara praptir dhiras tatra namuhyati. So padachedaha देहिनः अस्मिन् यथा देहे कौमारं यौवनं जरा तथा देहांतर प्राप्तिः धीरः तत्र न मुह्यति. So how, what will be the anvaya of this? Dehinah asmin dehe yatha kaumaram yauvanam jara तथा देहांतर प्राप्तिः तत्र धीरः न मुह्यति. So what is the kriya padam? Muhyati.
Muhyati.
Yes. Who is who is performing the action of muhyati? Dhiraha. But the action is being negated. That dhiraha na muhyati.
Na muhyati.
Yes.
Na muhyati.
And where the dhira is not bewildered. So when dehinaha asmin, the dehi, the soul should not be disturbed by the changes of the Kaumara, Yauvanam and Jara, which is there in the Deha. And the Dehan, like Dehantara Prapti, when we change the bodies, so
Yes.
when the soul changes the bodies, he should not be perturbed. Because it's like Kaumaram, Yauvanam, Jara. The body is changing in Kaumara, Yauvanam and Jara.
Jara.
It should think like that. And in that way, you should not be perturbed. Then another shloka we can take. Nainam chindanti shastrani, nainam dahati pavataha, na chainam kledayanti apo, na shoshayati maruta. So, na enam chindanti shastrani, na enam dahati pavataha, na cha enam kledayanti apaha, na shoshayati maruta. So, enam shastrani na chindanti. What is there are 4 sentences here. Okay, 4 sentences and 4 kriyapadas. Chindanti, cut.
Dahati.
So,
Dahati.
what is the karta of chindanti? Shastrani chindanti. Okay. Now, what is the object?
Nainam.
Atma or enam. So, through the word enam, we are denoting the object Atma. Atmanam. Shastrani enam na chindanti. Then pavakaha enam na dahati.
Dahati.
Then apaha enam na kledayanti.
Kledayanti.
Marutaha enam na
Na
shoshayati.
shoshayati.
Okay. So fire cannot burn, water cannot make it wet. Then marutaha na shoshayati. The wind cannot, dry it. So these are the attributes given to the Atma. Okay, then we have many other shlokas. Neha Vikramana Shosti. And I will provide this slide so you can also practice more and try to do the Anvaya. Okay. Now in that way, we have covered all of the aspects of Vyakarana based on the, how the Vakyam is formed. So the very, the basic entity of Vakyam is Varna. Then Varnas form Padam, and the many group of words, they form a Vakyam. And in that way, we covered all of the, things for the Varnaha, the things to be learned for the Padam, different types of Padams, and how to compose a Vakyam. So Prayogaha and the Ka. So these are the things we studied. Okay. So in that way, in this course, all of the fundamental things, all of the basics, which is necessary for you to do the Anvaya and understand the shloka, and the basic meaning can be derived out, can be understood easily. So those all components are being taught, and all of the things in the which covers in the Vyakaranam Vedanga. So that is covered in the course. Okay. And there are many more things. There are many more subjects, many more topics which comes under the Vyakaranam, Sanskrit Vyakaranam, that could be discussed in the higher levels, or some other courses could be made to teach those concepts. Okay. Now, the another topic is of this course is Sanskrita Sahitya. The name of this course is Basics of Sanskrit Grammar and Sahitya. So, grammar introduction, we saw what is the meaning of grammar and what are the different things in grammar that we covered. Now we will get into the intricacies. We will get into the topics of the Sahitya. Okay. So before, we need to understand what is the meaning of Sahitya, first of all. Okay. What do we denote by the word Sahitya? So we will first of all understand the dictionary meaning. What does dictionary say about the word Sahityam? So Sahityam basically means a literary composition. Any literary composition. Basically, now we are discussing about Sanskrit. So basically all the literary compositions in Sanskrit, or rhetorical compositions. So where the Alankara, the niyamas, the rules of alankaras, then many more things which comes under the category of Kavya Shastra. So that is covered in the Sahityam. Okay, Sahitya Shastra. Sahitya Shastra covers Kavya Shastra also, and many more different things. So about the Veda, even the Vedic statements, the Vedas, Puranas, Itihasas, then Sutras and Bhashyas. So they are all coming, they all come under the category of Sahitya, literary compositions. And to compose, to be able to read and to be able to compose some literary composition, literary some work, if you want to contribute, then we need to have a very good knowledge of Vyakaran, the rules of Vyakaran. So this is a dictionary given by Vaman Shivarao, Apte Dictionary, 1890. Sahityam encompasses written or spoken compositions, including poetry, prose, dramas, essays, and other forms of artistic expression. And Sahitya can embody various themes, styles, genres, serving as a medium for conveying ideas, emotions, and cultural values across generations. So in the Kavya Shastra, many different themes are embodied. Many different things are there. Based on that, the Kavyas are made. Like Raghuvamsha Mahakavyam. So there, Kalidas, Muni Kalidas, Kavi, he is actually many chapters he has dedicated to explain the glories of Lord Ram and also the whole Raghuvamsha, the dynasty of Raghu. So, and then Kavyas can also be, in the Kavya, there are many more different types of styles. through which you can express emotions, through which you can express different stories, pastimes, different themes. There are many different types of styles like Champu Kavyam, Drishya Kavyam, Shravya Kavyam, the Kavya which can be heard only, the Kavyam which can be seen, like Natakam, like drama is there. So if you are just hearing, then we can, in mind we can just in that way we can think, okay, how everyone is playing their roles and how the story is flowing. And Natakam also we can enact. So in that way, there are many different types of kavyas and many different types of styles to express those various stories and themes. Okay. The Sanskrit language's literature or Sahityam is an ocean of invaluable literary treasures. Its richness surpasses that of any other ancient language, and its tradition has endured as an uninterrupted stream for an extensive period. Despite its ancient origins, the creative power of this language has not waned. Its etymological principles have continuously facilitated the formation of new words. Okay, so this is the richness of Sanskrit language literature. And we'll just read that. Sanskrit holds a distinctive significance in the literature, Vangmaya, of all ancient languages and civilizations worldwide for various reasons and perspectives. This significance is multifaceted. Through Sanskrit literature, the complete interpretation of India's cultural, historical, religious, spiritual, philosophical, social, and political life and development is available to us today. And for millennia, this language and its literature have garnered the utmost respect in India. It has been the cultural language of India for centuries, playing a vital role in binding the entire country in cultural and emotional unity. So it is for this reason that Indian wisdom has revered this language as the immortal language or the language of the gods, Deva Bhasha. Yes, Devanagari Bhasha. So the Bhasha which is spoken in the Devanagar, or in the society of demigods. Okay, so I hope this much is understood about the Sanskrit Sahityam, what is Sanskrit Sahityam and its significance. Okay, in many different places like cultural, historical, religious, spiritual, philosophical, social, different. Now, Sanskrit Vangmayam. Vangmayam just means literature, or it's just synonymous to Sahitya. So, just literature. Sanskrit Vangmayam comprises of two things basically. Kavyam and another one is Shastra. So, what is prominent in the Kavya? Rasa Bhavasya Pradhanya. Okay, basically the rasa, the different moods, different emotions, different mellows is being expressed in the writings of Kavya Shastra. And Shastra is basically where more pradhanyam is given to the Jnanam. Okay, basically more pradhanyam is given to the Jnanam. More philosophical, different philosophical concepts are they are more emphasized and they are more predominant there. That is the way Shastra explained. Okay, so in the Kavyam, there are two divisions. Drishya Kavyam and Shravyam Kavyam. And Drishyam, in that we have two divisions, Rupakam and Uparupakam. Rupakam is of 10 types and Uparupakam is of 18 types. So what are the meanings of these terms? Later I will explain, but just for now I am enumerating them. Just explaining the subdivisions of the main thing. And another kavyam, and another division of kavyam is Shravyam Kavyam. Shravyam Kavyam comprises of three things: Gadyam Kavyam, Padyam Kavyam, and Champu Kavyam. These are the three types of Shravyam Kavyam. Okay. And in Shastra, what does we include? Okay, what do we include in Shastram? Where the Bodhasya or the Jnanasya Pradhanam is there. So Shastram basically comprises of Vedaha, the four Vedas, then the Vedangas, Vedaha, Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sama Veda, Atharva Veda. And in the Vedangas, we cover, there are 6 Vedangas: Shiksha, Vyakaranam, Chandaha, Niruktam, Jyotisham, and Kalpaha. What is Darshanam? Then Darshanam is also is a Shastra. So Darshanam, there are 6 Darshans: Sankhya Darshana, Yoga Darshana, Nyaya Darshanam, Vaisheshikaha, Purva Mimamsa, and Uttara Mimamsa of Vyasadeva or Vedanta Sutra. And Itihasa Purana, another. Itihasa, we have Itihasa. What are they? Ramayanam and Mahabharata. These are the 2 prominent Itihasas. And Puranani, 18 Puranas, and Upapuranani also we have 18 Upapuranas. So these are the Itihasa Purana. Then Anya Shastrani also, like Dharma Shastram, Ayurvedaha, Dhanurvedaha, and Gandharva Veda. So in that way we have Upavedas also, and there are some more Anya Shastras which I have not included here. There are many more things. Manusmriti, Yagyavalkya Smriti, then Sutrani also, Dharma Sutrani, and we have many different types of Sutrani. So that all they are also included in the Shastra. Okay. Vedaha, Rig Veda, Rig Mantras. So Rig Veda actually, so there are Rig Mantras which are poetic compositions or Padya compositions in the form of metrical composition. So in this also we have poetic poems or kavyas are there. But the Rasa Bhava are the Rasa and the other components which are exclusively seen in the Kavyam. So in the Vedas, we are able to see some of them, but not some components of the Kavya are there in the Vedas. Okay. Then Yajur Veda comprises of the Yajur Veda discusses about Yajur Mantras. There are Yajur Mantras which are prose composition in the form of prose or Gadyam. So Gadyam means where the Chanda are not used. So that is called Gadyam. Then Sama Veda. Sam Veda, there are Sama mantras which are in the form of music. So there are mantras there. Okay. Then Atharva Vedas. Atharva Veda, so there also there are mantras. And there are different topics being discussed in each of the Veda. And mantras means where the Chanda are not used. Okay. Mantra means where the rules of Chanda are not implied, are not used. They are called mantras. In the Rig Veda, Padya compositions, there the Chanda, the rules of Chanda are used. Okay. But in the mantras, there are no chandas. And each Veda, the Vedas are divided into 4 divisions. What are they? Samhita, Brahmana, Aranyaka, and Upanishad. So these are the 4 divisions of the Veda, of each of the Veda. And Itihasa, what do they include? Ramayanam and Mahabharatam. Ramayanam has 24,000 verses. Mahabharatam has 1 lakh verses. Okay. In Puranani, so written by Vyasadeva, we have 18 Puranas and 18 Upapuranas. So what are those Puranas? Agni Puran, Bhagavad Puran, Brahma Puran, Brahmanda, Brahma Vaivarta, Garuda, Kurma, Linga, Markandeya, Matsya, Narada, Padma, Shiva, Skanda, Vamana, Varaha, Vayu, and Vishnu. These are the 18 Puranas. And how many verses do each Purana has? So that is written 15,400 verses are there in Agni Purana. And like Padma Puran has 55,000 verses. So in that way, Vyasadeva has composed different shlokas from different verses. And that is Puranas. Okay. Now there are some different types of kavyas. Like I was discussing, the kavyas denote different, different like Shravya Kavyam, then Shravya Kavyam is there, and different other Kavyams are also there. So Drishya Kavyam, yes, Shravya Kavyam, Drishya Kavyam, basically. Then in that also we have more different subdivisions. Niti Kavyam, Duta Kavyam, Stotra Kavyam, Itihasa Kavyam, Chitra Kavyam, Shastra Kavyam. So in that way, based on the different styles, okay, how same subject, the subject matter, the story is explained with different alankaras and different more components of the kavyam. So they are used in the kavyas. So based on that, the categorization is being done. Niti Kavyam, Dutra Kavyam, and other kavyas also. Even Champu Kavyam has different style. Okay. Now, yes. So the kavyam or the poetry, what does it mean? So kavehe karma iti kavyam. The work of the poet is called poetry. So Kavi writes the kavyam, and it is said by rhetorical. So another scholar also said that Vakyam Rasatmakam Kavyam. So the Vakyam which is Rasatmaka, that is called a Kavyam. Like the Shastra path, the poetic path has also been considered very important for life conscience in our tradition. So like Shastras, they tell us what is karma, what is akarma, what should be done, what should not be done, vidhi, nishedh, and different things. And similarly, the Kavya Shastra also, they also explain different values of life. Okay, and what should be done, the karma, akarma, and vidhi, nishedh, they also explain, but in different style. But they explain in different style. So I will explain that later on, how they explain. There are some different styles, how the Vedas explain the Dharmartha Kama Moksha Upaya, and how the Puranas explain Dharmartha Kama Moksha Upayani, and how the Kavyas explain Dharmartha Kama Moksha. Okay, same subject, Dharmartha Kama Moksha, but different styles. Vedas explain in Prabhu Samhitam, Puranas explain Mitra Samhitam, then Kavya is explained as Kanta Samvedya. So Vakyam is Rasatmakam Kavyam. So when Kavyam is the Vakya which is Rasatmaka, or where the rasa is there, so that is that Vakya is called Kavyam. Now, what is the meaning of rasa? So all the actions of all beings are arranged in pleasure or ananda. Similarly, all the subjects of poetic work, all the kavyas are arranged in rasa. The rasa is settled in all, then does not tend elsewhere for its fulfillment. The rasa is revered. This rasa is revered as the soul of poetry. Okay. So without the rasa, the poetry, the kavyam cannot exist. Rasa should be there. Example is given from the milk, from milk to curd, from curd to butter, and from butter to krita. So nothing is better than the krita. So that is the rasa, ultimate. Yes, the krita, the ghee, is the essence. So that is the very essence of milk is ghee. In the same way, the essence of everything, or the essence of everything in poetry is the rasa. And poets compose poems for the publication of rasa. So through the rasa, the poets, they experience bliss. They experience ananda. This is the one of the goals of composing kavya and also studying kavya. Okay, then what else do we have? So Saraswati, more points are there about Kavyam and the Vedas. Yes. So there is a shloka spoken by a very great Kavi, Bhattatautaha, like that. Saraswati is the deity of knowledge. And there are two worlds in the way for instincts. So there is a scriptural way that is endowed with the power of wisdom. By the wisdom, those who desire to acquire knowledge. So through Shastras, through scriptural way, we are actually getting the proper wisdom. Okay. The values of life. The scriptural path is proper. And also we have another path for getting the wisdom, to acquire the knowledge. So that is derived from the poet's talent. That is derived from the poet's talent. Those who are attached to poetry, they can also get rational knowledge of life through poetry. In this way, scripture and poetry are invented only for the purpose of improving life, and whoever has the kind of aptitude or nature, he follows them. So basically, purpose of improving life means what? We have to definitely, anartha, the nivritti has to be done. So, dharma, artha, kama, ultimately, moksha, liberation, that is the ultimate prayojan. So, the scriptural injunctions, they also direct the person towards that goal, towards that achievement, the liberation. And the poetry, the poetry is also, they are also invented. They are also composed for purpose of moksha. Dharma, artha, kama, moksha, ultimately. So these are the two different ways. So it is stated, Purushottam Mahavishnu is famous among all the Vedas. Yes. All the Vedas describe that person only, or Vishnu, Harihi. When he was incarnated in the form of Dasharatha's son, in the form of Sri Rama, then the entire Veda was manifested in a poetic form by Valmiki Muni. That is why the scholars who know the Sampradas and mean that just as Narayan came in the form of Sri Rama, the Vedas came in the form of Ramayana. Okay, just as Narayan came in the form of Sri Rama, similarly Vedas were manifested in poetic form by Valmiki. So he understands that, like the scriptures, the tradition of poetry was also very prevalent, and poetry has a great prestige in our sect. Okay, so in that way, the poetry, it has also a very huge place in our Samskrita Vangmaya or Sahitya. It's very important in our lives. Then we have, okay, we get into another. Then how the poetry was developed. Okay, development of poetry. So like in the Vedas, poetic verses are found in the Puranas also, and the development of poetry is seen more than the Vedas. But in the Puranas, the poetic style is not visible mainly. Therefore, the name of the first perfect poetic incarnation in the world is Ramayana, composed by Valmiki. So in the Vedas also there are kavyas, but the poetic style, the different rules of poetic and different types of poems, so that is not mainly seen in the Vedas. And also Puranas also, they have the poems. The Puranas also, the kavyas are there, but the shaili, the different poetic styles which is there in the poems, so that is also not mainly visible in Puranas. And that's why the first poetic incarnation, if you see, the first poetic composition in the world is Ramayana. And that is why Ramayana is famous in the world as Adi Kavyam. And Valmiki is considered as Adi Kavi. Okay. Then Kalidas, and there were many other Kavis who composed many different poems. Kalidas, Bhas, Ashwaghosha, and many other poets composed many types of poetry, excellent epic, drama, etc., based on Mahabharata. After that, many poets like Bharvi, Magha, Banabhatta, Bhavabhuti, Sri Harsha, Kumar Das, etc., composed thousands of poems. And poetry eventually got immense development. That is why there are many types of epics. Khanda kavyams, Champu kavyams, Gadya kavyams. Okay, and in that way, even today, Sanskrit poetry is showing increasing popularity. And because kavyam is huge, so that's why today the collection, the calculation of Sanskrit poetry has become immense. So it's a very, huge shastra. Now, the main topics which the Sahityam discusses, or the Shastras they discuss, they are discussing basically about the Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, or the Purusharthas. Purushartha Siddhi. Okay. So this is the main subject matter of the Vedas and the Puranas and also the Kavyas. But same subject explained in different styles or different shaili. So the Vedas also discuss about Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, Upayas. They also discuss about that. But in the shaili of Prabhu Sammitaha. What is the meaning of Prabhu Sammitaha? Prabhu Sammita, Prabhu means master. So Vedas, they act like Prabhu, like masters. Because whatever is told by master, the student, just as it is, it follows. So it does not, whatever is spoken, just he does as it is. So in that way, he does not ask for any reason, but he just follows whatever instructions are given in the Vedas, he follows it. So he does not argue in that. So that is Prabhu Sammita. So that is a shaili of the Vedas to explain Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Itihasa Puranani also explain, also are talking about Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Mahabharata, other Puranas, Ramayana, they also discuss about it, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. But what is the Shaili? Shaili is like of Mitra. Like one friend speaks to another friend. The Shaili, when some topic is there and when one friend explains that topic to another friend. So that Shaili, that way of explanation, like or that of a friend. So that is there in the Itihasas and the Puranas. So in the friendly manner, the Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha topics are explained in the Itihasa Purana. What are the Kavyams? Kavyams also explain about Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. But they are Kanta Samhita. Okay. Kanta means wife. Okay. So, wife, or you can, wife also you can tell, or you could also tell someone who is beloved. Okay. So, beloved, if she speaks the way one lover speaks to another lover, okay, through alankaras, through poetic expressions, indirect way, not directly he will tell, but sarcastically or indirectly he will tell same topic, but in indirect way, or in the way a lover speaks to another lover. Like for example, I will give an example. Like you just take here. For example, will you taste the mango fruit or the grapefruit? I am asking the lover, one lover is asking one question to the Kanta, okay, or another lover. So then Kanta, she will not tell directly, yes, I will taste the mango fruit. She will tell like indirectly, she will tell the attributes of the mango. Oh, mango. She will express a desire that I will taste the mango, but she will express in indirect that Amra Phala is very sweet. Amra Phala is very rich in color. And it has many different types of mangoes we have. And many colors are there of Amra. So in that way, she expresses the desire to taste the mango. She did not tell, yes, I will taste the mango. So this is the Shaili used in the poetry. In this way, as the Kantas indirectly mean their own style of cuisine, so does the poetry. And that's why poetry is Kanta Samhita. Just as Kanta's words are so sweet, so similarly, poetry is also full of rasa, which gives ananda, sarasa and delightful. By applying many rules of alankaras and different the rules of the kavyam, the poetry becomes very juicy, very pleasing to hear, very pleasing to study. The words are very sweet, like one lover speaks to another lover, and because of which the reader is very attracted. For this reason, it is different from the Vedas and the Puranas. So there are many purposes for this type of poetry. It was the opinion of the ancients that poetry is useful for detailing the meaning of the Vedas. So there are many different purposes to write the poetry. One of the purposes is to explain or to expand the meaning of the Vedas, so that easily that the meaning of the Vedas can be understood. Because Vedas are very klishta, very difficult to understand for the layman. It needs so much of explanation. Okay, so there is a sense here that Valmiki taught Ramayana poetry to Lavakush to represent the life virtues told in the Vedas from the point of view of harmony in public life. it is understood that poetry is very helpful in the formulation of the Vedartha. And Vyasa's Mahabharata poetry is also reflected in the expansion of the Vedas. That's why Mahabharata is also called Pancham Ved, because they explain the Vedartha. So that's why they are considered as Pancham Ved, like Mahabharata poetry. According to the teachings of the Vedas, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha are the constants of the four Purusharthas. Therefore, it is said that the purpose of the Kavyam or the rhetorical poetry is the attainment of Purusharthas. This is the general reasons. For the devotees, it could be different. For the devotees, it could be just that we enjoy we just try to study the kavyas to glorify the Supreme Lord. Okay, and to relish the different pastimes of the Supreme Lord in a rhetorical way. Then we have what are the goals of reading the Kavya. What is the goal of reading the Kavya? Okay, so dharmartha kama moksheshu vaichakshanyam kalasucha karoti kirtam pritim cha sadhu kavya niveshanam. The first fruit of Sat Kavyas is that there is a proper understanding of dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Yes, the poets, they also write the kavya for getting dharma, artha, kama, moksha. And also the poetry is also vaichakshanyam, or it increases the kushalata, the kaushala, the skill in the arts of song and dance. Okay, there are Shravya Kavyam, Drishya Kavyam, like Natakam is there. So Natakam you have to enact, and in Natakam there can be dances also. So in that way, it increases the arts of dancing, enacting, playing different roles, and singing songs. So it enhances. And also Karoti Kirtim Pritim Cha. So why also poets, why do they write poetry? They also attain great fame. Like Kalidas Muni has written 7 main kavyas. Okay, Raghuvamsham Mahakavyam, Abhigyana Shakuntalam. Then yes, then we have other kavyas also. I'm not able to recall now. Okay, there are many other kavyas of the Kalidas. And in that way, there are around 24 prominent kavis who has written many kavyas. So they also gained so much of popularity, so much of fame. Kalidasadi Mahakavis. Okay, like Kalidas Mahakavi is alive because of that fame. In the second great fruit of the Kavyam is love or Preeti. Okay, Preeti. Preeti's name is Ananda. And here is the rasa. So basically, the structure, the sole objective, objective of the Kavyam is the rasa. Okay, that is there in the Kavya Shastra. And the Kavis and the readers, they study the Kavyas they get the bliss, because the rasa is the content of the Kavyas. So through the rasa, we get Anand. And in the Vedas, Shastra, Puranadi, the effort of Purushartha is done. Okay, Purushartha discernment is done. But that is full of dullness. In poetry, there is a virtuous conscience, which is the speciality of such poetry. Basically, so much of rasa, pradhana, is there in the poems or the kavyas. And the Vedas or the other Shastras, there also kavyams are there, the poems are there, but the kavya shaili, the different styles are not used. So that's why different alankaras are not used much, because the main pradhana or the predominance is done is about the like knowledge, and it is Prabhu Samhita. Like master, how he will tell to the servant, do this. He will not tell indirect way. Okay, different. He will not use many words to tell that action or to order that action. He will just tell in the imperative mode, do that action. This is the vidhi. This is the nisheda. But the kavyas, they will give some. They will explain. They will tell same thing. Okay, they will give the instructions to the reader and facilitate the reader to get the dharma, artha, kama, moksha, but in a rhetorical way, or the kanta samhita. So this is the difference between Vedas, Puranas, and the Kavyas, and the Kavyas, basically. In the Kavyas, like Kalidas has written Raghuvamsham, Mahakavyam, and many other Kavyas, so there the Kavya Shaili is being used. Alankaras are used. That is there. But in the Vedas, basically, the Jnana Pradhana is. Okay. So that's it for today. If anyone has any questions, then they can ask. Yeah, today's session was very, I felt maybe boring. I don't know, but it's more of philosophical. Yes, more philosophical. And what is the content of the kavyams? So that was discussed in today's session.
What is the difference between Gadya Padya and Champu?
Sorry,
Champu especially. Champu.
your voice is not audible properly. It's very low.
What is the meaning of the Champu? What is the difference?
Acha, Champu Kavyam. Yes. Champu Kavyam. I will be discussing this in detail also in tomorrow's class. But Champu Kavyam, as I can recall, basically in Champu Kavyam there is predominance of Shabdartha Alankara. So where the predominance is of Shabda Alankara and Artha Alankara both is there. So that is usually categorized as Champu Kavyam. Yes. And there are more details about that. That Champu Kavyam is also considered as Gadya Kavyam. So this is one of the characteristic. Yes. There Shabdartha Alankara both are used. More details about Champu Kavyam and other Kavyas I will give in tomorrow's class.
Bhagavad Gita comes under which category? It is said.
Sorry?
Bhagavad Gita is more or less comes under the commanding or instructive
Yes. It is Upanishad, no?
Upanishad.
That's why. That's why the chandas are used. Even the shlokas are kavya. The Bhagavad Gita, if you see, so there the chandas are used and the different chanda rules are also there, and there the different like Alankara Shastra or some other components of Kavyam. It's not primarily seen. So you cannot just categorize like basically like mainly as Kavyam, that it is Kavyam. Okay, because mainly there is Jnana Pradhana and the rules of Kavyam is not much seen. The Shaili of Kavyam is the lover, how a lover speaks to another lover, that is not that, because Krishna is master and Arjuna is the servant. So Arjuna is the student. That's why the Shaili is different. It's basically Prabhu Samhita.
That means Alankaras and Upmas, they are not much as compared to the Ramayana.
Yes, they are basically in Ramayana and even in Mahabharata also. Some alankaras are used. So that's it for today. We will meet tomorrow again and we will cover uh, basically more divisions about Kavyam and their definitions, and also we will be covering Chanda Shastra. So for that, Chandas, uh, the different terminologies, Paribhashika Padani, I will be teaching, and the rules of Chandas, the rules of meters that I will be teaching. Anushtup Chanda and Indra Vajrachanda, Vidyendra Vajrachanda, many different chandas. Okay, Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyo cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna.